Hi everyone and welcome to our lesson for today. Today, we're diving into a topic that often leaves us scratching our heads, the enigma of payslips and where our hard-earned money seems to disappear. We'll explore the common deductions that are made before our salary reaches our accounts and how spreadsheets can help us decode this mystery. Have you ever wondered why the amount on your contract isn't quite what you see in your bank account? Stay tuned as we unravel this mystery in the upcoming slides. In this lesson, we are going to solve what we call the payslip mystery. Imagine this scenario. You finally landed your dream job and signed a contract for 25,000 pesos a month. But when payday arrives, you check your account and you see you only received 22,000 pesos. Where did the rest of your money go? Our goal today is to understand the difference between what you earn versus what you actually take home after all deductions are applied. To understand this, you must know what you earn versus what you actually take home after all deductions are applied. This is your gross income versus net income. To solve this mystery, we first need to define what gross income is. Gross income is the total amount of money earned by an employee before any deductions are taken out. The formula for this is basic salary plus overtime pay plus allowances plus bonuses equals gross income. Simply put, this is the money you earned, but it is not the money you get to take home. On the other hand, we have net income, which is your actual take-home pay. This is the actual amount of money you receive on payday. The formula is gross income minus total deductions equals net income. This is the money you actually get to spend, invest, or save. Going back to our first example, your gross income was 25,000 pesos, but after SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-IBIG deductions, your net income became 22,000 pesos. Before we compute anything, we must learn the difference between a fixed salary and an hourly or daily wage and why it matters. A salary is fixed, regular payment given monthly or bi-monthly, regardless of the exact hours worked. Professionals, office employees, and managers on the fixed monthly pay schedule get a salary. A wage is a payment based on hours or days worked. This is common for construction workers, part-timers, and freelancers who are paid per hour or per day. Let's look at a complete compensation package using an employee named Marco. His basic salary, this is his fixed monthly pay. Marco earns 29,946 pesos per month as a logistics coordinator. Allowances, this is the additional pay added on top of the basic salary for work-related expenses like transportation or meals. Overtime pay is the extra compensation for hours worked beyond regular time. Gross income equals basic salary plus allowances plus overtime pay plus bonuses. This is your total earned amount. So where does Marco's salary go? Meet the mandatory deductions every Filipino employee must pay. First, SSS or Social Security System. This provides Social Security benefits and takes about 5% of your monthly salary. For a basic salary of 29,946, Marco's share is 1,497. Next is Pag-IBIG Fund or Home Development Mutual Fund. This supports housing fund savings and is typically around 1% of the monthly salary or 200 pesos. PhilHealth or Philippine Health Insurance. This covers health insurance and takes about 2.5% of your monthly salary. Marcos' share is 749 pesos. Income tax under the BIR. Under the train law, there is a 0% tax if your annual income is less than or equal to 250,000 pesos, which is 20,833 pesos a month. Because Marcos' taxable income is above this threshold, his share is 1,000 pesos. When we add Marcos' total deduction, it will be equals to 3,446 pesos. Now we can find Marcos' actual take-home pay after all deductions are subtracted. Using the formula gross income minus total deductions equals net income. We take his 29,946 gross and subtract the 3,446 in deductions. This leaves Marco with a net income of 26,500 pesos. Remember this key takeaway. This is the actual money you take home. So you must always budget based on your net income, not your gross. In the real world, HR and accounting professionals use spreadsheets for accuracy and efficiency in payroll. Spreadsheets reduce human error and allow for instant recalculation when salary data changes. To organize your payroll, set up your spreadsheet columns from A to I like this. A will be employee's name, B will be gross income, C SSS, D PhilHealth, E Pag-IBIG, F taxable income, G income tax, H total deductions, and letter I is net income. Here is how you apply built-in formulas to automate the calculations using Marcos data in row 2. Input data, type Marco in column A2, his 29,946 gross income in B2, and his standard 200 peso Pag-IBIG contribution in E2. And this will be the formula that you will input to compute the SSS and PhilHealth deductions. For SSS in C2, type round parenthesis B2 multiplied by 0.05 or 0. Excel will calculate 5% and round it to exactly 1,497. For PhilHealth in D2, type equals round parenthesis B2 multiplied by 0.025 or 0. Excel calculates 2.5% and rounds it to exactly 749. And this is the formula to determine the taxable income. Your taxable income is in F2. Type equals B2 minus C2 minus D2 minus E2 to get exactly 27,500 pesos. For the computation of the BIR income tax, since 27,500 is higher than the 20,833 pesos tax-free bracket, Marco has to pay 15% on the excess amount. G2 will be the income tax. You have to type equals parenthesis F2 minus 20,833 parenthesis multiplied 0.15. Result will be exactly 1,000 pesos. For the computation of the total deductions, under H2, type equals sum parenthesis C2 colon again equals sum parenthesis C2 colon E2 parenthesis plus G2. The result will be 3,446 pesos. To compute the total net income, type equals B2 minus H2 to get your final 26,500 pesos. Let's walk through each step using Marco's hourly rate formula to see exactly how overtime is computed. Step 1. First, we compute the hourly rate. If Marco had a starting basic salary of 29,946 pesos, we divide that by 24 working days, and then divide by 8 hours to get 155 pesos 0.97 per hour. Step 2. We find the overtime rate. The formula for this is the hourly rate multiplied by 1.25. Step 3. We apply the full formula. Overtime pay equals the hourly rate multiplied by 1.25, multiplied by the overtime hours. Step 4. Let's calculate the final OT pay. If Marco works 10 overtime hours, the math is 155.97 pesos times 1.25 times 10, which is equals an extra 1,949 pesos 0.63 centavo. Now let's look at a complete payroll example for Marco, combining his gross income, his total deductions, and his final net take-home pay. For the basic salary, let's say Marco has a fixed monthly basic pay of 29,946 as a logistics coordinator. This is the starting point of his payroll computation. Overtime pay and gross income, he worked 10 overtime hours, which we compute as 143.51 pesos, multiplied by 1.25, total of 1,793.88 pesos. To find his gross income, we add his 29,946 basic salary pay to his 1,793.88 pesos overtime pay, giving him a total of 31,739.88 pesos. For the total deductions, we subtract his government contributions, which he pays 1,497 for SSS, 749 pesos for PhilHealth, 200 pesos for Pag-IBIG, and 1,000 pesos for income tax. This creates a total of 3,446 in deductions. For the net income or the take-home pay, we subtract the 3,446 deductions from his 31,739.88 peso gross income. That leaves Marco with 28,293.88 pesos. This is the actual amount Marco receives on payday. So before we finish, let's review our key takeaways. First and foremost, always focus on your net income for budgeting and not just your gross income. Remember that a salary is a fixed monthly pay, while a wage is based on the actual hours or days worked. Gross income is your total earnings before any deductions are applied, whereas net income is your actual take-home pay. Do not forget your mandatory deductions. SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-IBIG, and income tax must be deducted from your gross income. Finally, always use spreadsheets for payroll. Using Spreadsheet's formula allows you to accurately compute payroll, overtime, and net income without manual errors. Now, it's your turn to apply what you've learned about overtime pay computation. Here is your practice problem. First, you work 3 hours of overtime on a regular day with an hourly rate of 100 pesos. How much is your overtime pay? As a hint, remember the formula. Overtime pay equals the hourly rate multiplied by 1.25, multiplied by your overtime hours. Simply substitute the given values to solve. Go ahead and write your answer. You can solve it on paper or practice using a spreadsheet. Share your answer and let's check if you also got 375 pesos. That's it for our lesson for today about gross income, net income, and salary deductions. I hope you learned a lot. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye!